Hi, in this video we're going to talk about page titles. Now, page titles are arguably one of the most important ranking factors from the on-page catalogue of ranking factors. Every page should have a page title if it's being indexed, or it's a canonical or crawlable page. You want a page title on it. Now, page titles appear in a couple of places. They're typically described as metadata about a page, which more often than not is not visible to the user when they're on the page. Page titles are an exception to that because you can see them in the tab of the internet browser that you're using. You also see them in the search results, and this is another reason why they're such an important ranking factor, because they have the ability to influence click-through rate. By using page titles more effectively, you can encourage click-through rate, and click-through rate is also a direct ranking factor, and a very strong one. Now, there's a number of components to page titles, such as the length of the page title, where it's placed. Every page needs to have a page title, or every page that should have a page title should have just one page title. You don't want multiple page titles on a single page. They should meet the maximum length requirements of 70 characters and should be placed within the head section of the source code. You shouldn't duplicate page titles across different pages, and you shouldn't have them missing from any page or again repeating on any one page. Those are the technical components, and if you've got those right, well, at least you've got some of the basics down. But page titles are more than that. They're an optimizational opportunity. And what we mean by that is that they're a ranking factor, and a direct one, in terms of the relevance that they can drive between the page, its content, and your target keywords. Now, to drive this relevance, we need to use the target keywords of the page within the page title. And we do this within a logical structure. Typically, we want the most important keyword at the front, which is the left, followed by the second and third most important keyword. It's not a dumping ground for keywords, and it does need to meet the length requirements, or it'll become truncated in the search results. And typically, long page titles like this are a sign of poorly optimized sites. So you want to use the keywords in the page title, but more often than not, you also want to include your branding. You can separate keywords with pipes or hyphens. There's a number of special characters that you can use in page titles as well. Now, page titles aren't a static component of a page. As your SEO strategy or keyword strategy changes, your page titles should be updated to reflect that. But more than this, they can also reflect seasonal changes. When products become more popular at certain times of the year, you can reflect this by either changing the order in which the keywords are structured within the page titles, or changing the keywords within the page titles. You can do this by keeping the main keyword the same throughout the year and changing the secondary and tertiary keywords, or you can change the primary keyword. All of these things can be used to your advantage, but they need to be informed by data, analysis, and an informed decision. Because of the systematic approach to creating page titles, you can quite often create them within programs like Excel, rather formulaically. If you've already mapped your keywords against your URL structure, then you can concatenate keywords into a page title, attaching the brand and using a equals brackets len calculation to calculate the length of the cell within Excel. This will give you the character limit, including spaces and punctuation, so you can see whether it's too long or not really taking up full advantage of the space available to it. Bear in mind that you don't have to optimize every single page of your site to a target keyword. Pages like the Contact Us or Find Us page shouldn't be optimized for top-level, high-tier keywords such as buying online widgets or red dresses or whatever it is that your product you're trying to sell is. Well, that's all we've got to say on page titles in this video. If you've enjoyed this, check out some of our other videos, or you can check out our website at raptor-dmt.com. Thanks for watching.